I'm fucking senile.
Let's record.
It is recording.
Oh, it's recording right now?
Yeah.
What episode are we on?
I don't know. We'll figure that out. Welcome to
69. What's
Welcome
up, guys?
to Signature Maneuver. I'm going to be your host this week. My name is Roman, and I'm here with my friends.
What's up, guys?
To my left,
Welcome to Signature. what happened?
Hey, go ahead and fill in dead space. I got to figure out what episode this is.
Just say it's a year in review.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Signature Maneuver. I'll be your host this week. My name is Brian. And to my left, I'm going to pass it to Jose so you can introduce that show.
Hey, Jose's here.
No,
Hi.
start it over.
Oh, hi, my name's Jose.
No, start it over.
And welcome to an episode of Signature Maneuver. This is Brand Club Gaming. Flashbang.
This is episode 40, by the way.
Damn,
69.
It's 69. It's going to be the best.
What do they say? It's supposed to be 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock. Episode 40?
Yeah, 41.
40?
Hey, can I ask a favor?
40 what?
Can I ask you like a really big favor?
What's up?
Can I get a sip of that Diet Coke?
Ooh. All right. Well, if you don't know, we're playing it real fast and loose because we're all tired. I'm falling into senility. And,
You're becoming senile.
yeah.
Oh, is that what you just said?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty much.
I'm stupid.
That's not bad.
That's what I'm going to school for.
It's actually not that
It's
bad.
finals week. It sucks.
Does it? Oh, basically, this was going to be a year in review, but then we didn't really talk about what we were going to review because we got sidetracked talking about video games and other bullshit.
And podcast.
And podcast. But,
Just talk about what we liked from the year, I guess, you know?
yeah.
All right. Just to get the conversation started, when
go.
you think of wrestling in 2017, Brian, start off. What's one thing that stuck out to you that you liked? Anything wrestling related?
Dicks.
What?
What?
What? I'm going to go with the Kevin Owens DVD.
Oh, great way to start. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That DVD was fucking awesome.
It was awesome. The documentary was real tight. Even though we've heard the story like multiple times because we've been following him for a long time, it's still a cool DVD. It's still cool to see that he got an actual DVD, good documentary, and all the the matches on there were pretty tight. I haven't seen them all, but there was one where he had one against. It was like a house show, and I want to say it was against Triple H, but I could be wrong. I don't remember. But I want to watch that match. I still haven't seen it, but because who uses Blu-rays anymore, right? Like, come on. But anyways, that's the first thing that came to my mind. So
That's cool, yeah.
pass the baton to Roman. Go.
You know what's baddest about that DVD?
What's up?
That you pointed out that Beef Wellington's on it.
Oh yeah, Beef Wellington's on it. That's badass. He wasn't in any other documentary that I've ever seen of Kevin Owens. So that was tight. It's good to see him doing well. I forgot his name, but good on you, Beef. Good on you, Beef.
How different is that from the 360, the 365 where it came out?
Very.
The 365 just follows him for a year.
Yeah.
Okay, what year was it?
It
Last
was
year.
from when he
2000.
wrestled
SummerSlam
SummerSlam?
of last year, this year to SlammerSlam last year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That year to year.
yeah,
Okay.
basically.
That one was crazy. There's a scene in that one where I think it was last year's SummerSlam match, not this year's, but this past year's. And he had a match with I think Cena, and he goes back.
I'm trying to remember. It wasn't Cena.
But
Who was it?
he
It
goes
was-
back and he asks Vince, like, did you like my match?
Like,
and,
are we good?
and he didn't look at him. He didn't even look at him, and he just said no.
Yeah, he's like, no, we're not good.
And I was like, fuck.
Yeah, it was a very underwhelming match. I forgot what match it was.
Ambrose?
Maybe
Ambrose, I think they were feuding for the IC belt at the
or
time.
the U.S. title.
US
no,
title?
I see about.
Okay. I get confused because Ambrose, they strapped that with him basically wherever he goes, whatever they got available. But I was like, fuck. And then,
Yeah, it was real weird to see that.
and then a year later, he had his match again, and he has Vince, we good? And Vince was like, yeah, pretty good.
Yeah,
Still didn't feel good, though.
yeah, he shook his hand and everything. And
Good thing that's going to fall.
there, I think it was after that match, right? He talks about how he felt terrible about it or whatever.
Yeah.
And then someone texts him. Was it Stone Cold? I think Stone Cold texted him like,
Might have been.
"Hey,
remember.
don't worry." Like,
Hell of a match.
something like that. Like, don't worry. It was you have some good ones, you have some bad ones. Something like that. And he was like, all right, like, I'm that bad. Something like that. I'm botching this, so just,
No, it's fine.
just go ahead and change the subject and pick something, Roman.
Oh man, here's the thing. I have terrible memory. and as soon as we finish this podcast, like all wrestling knowledge from like the days before leaves my brain. So,
But throughout the year, like that's the thing though. Like if something's is good to make you remember it, then obviously
Fashion
it was
Files
good.
has
Okay.
been one of the most consistently funny things.
That's awesome.
So much so that when it started on WWE, it came out on Twitter, and I was like, "What is this?" And I laughed my ass off, and I went to the website, and I actually looked up Fashion Files, which it's gone back to WWE.com again, so it's not on SmackDown anymore, for some reason.
Aw, boo.
Yeah, I don't know what the reasoning behind that is.
They're flaky company, you know.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe their website sucks and they want people to go to it, but how much fucking like you don't get a lot from a hit to a website.
I don't know their science. I know like Meltzer tries to make a science of it, but I don't think there is one. I really don't.
It's just like they're on the whim of a fucking 70-year-old man.
Yeah,
It's like
completely.
fucking let's do this. Nope. Fucking this right here.
Yeah, we're not doing that anymore. Like after especially this year after like consciously watching more detail from doing this, a lot of it I'm just it's like an afterthought to me even when the subject immediately like it's a new week of SmackDown or Raw and it's like we're not doing the thing anymore that either I liked or hated. I don't even think about it anymore. I'm like a fucking course.
Yeah.
Let's just move on.
But
Whatever.
Fashion Files was so good that every time it wasn't on, like they were like, they'll be back in 2 weeks or whatever. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
I really wanted to. I just wanted to continue. And I just want to see like how silly it gets.
Yeah.
Because it was already silly, and then it just gets more silly and more silly. Then they kind of ground it again, and it goes back to being silly.
Do you have like a favorite Fashion Files episode, quote unquote?
One of the more recent ones that they're making fun of Saul.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's funny.
That one's really funny because they're like who are they? Victor and
Connor.
They're like, go ahead and say yourselves, and they're like, okay, and they go, and they're like, at least they're free, and he comes back. He's all, I knew you'd come for us. I knew we were friends. He goes, I forgot my hat, and he dusts it off, gets out of there. I just thought that was fucking hilarious. The timing on that was fucking perfect.
I guess they're all this is leading to them fighting the Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah.
Which it's totally being improvised, all this shit, but it's still so funny.
Which is tight because, you know, it seems like they've been delaying the Bludgeon Brothers for some reason. So them being able to improvise the episode, the shows or whatever, like it works out.
Yeah, which the Bludgeon Brothers are great. The only thing about them where I'm like a little is their gear. But other than that, everything else is pretty good.
Yeah, I don't understand their gear at all.
I don't get it either. I'm like, are y'all Kane? Like,
yeah, I was like, what are you supposed to be?
Have you seen their gear?
No,
It's
I didn't.
red.
Did they debut already?
Yeah.
I didn't even know they debuted.
They've been having smash matches
For like 3 weeks.
Squash matches.
For like 3 weeks now. It's like it's legit like
It's maroon.
if Jay Briscoe designed Kane's gear because it's like kind of camo-y too.
Yeah, it's really weird.
It's weird. Like if you see, it, you're like, what are they wearing?
Look it up yourself, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
It looks like, you know how in cartoons when like they have like the guy ready for bed, they put on those red jumpsuit underwear with the buttons on the back where the butt goes.
Okay, yeah.
It looks like that, but if that was wrestling gear. It's hard to explain.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah. Other than that, though, their entrance is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
And they're still a great tag team, so.
Cool.
And then with Harper, like when they were doing like their vignettes,
Yeah.
and Harper was like doing the promos for him, it was fucking awesome. And then Ro would say like 2 words, and then like he'd look at him like, whatever, let me get back to this fucking money ass promo, and it was just good.
Damn it. Jose?
What comes to mind?
Yeah.
The Iconic Duo.
Okay.
That's one of the things where
All right.
Jump of the Year did not give a flying fuck about. Mm-hmm. Now, it's one of my... they're over as shit. And not only that, I love them so much.
Yeah.
Both of them. I love their segments. Peyton Royce got Money in the Ring. Billy Kay is getting there because this past week, Ember and Peyton had a match. And spoiler alert, Peyton loses. But
Billy Kay, you mean?
Yeah, no. Peyton and Ember have a match.
Okay,
And
yeah.
Peyton loses, and then Billy Kay gets involved, and she threw like this mean ass boot, and she was doing a few things with Ember, like doing the heel jump, the baby face kind of thing.
Yeah.
But she was moving way better. I was like, oh, you too? Like, fuck. They're getting insanely good. They're hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know why they weren't brought up with Ruby, if we're being quite honest.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought they, out of all people, would be hilariously great to pair with Ruby. Like,
I guess it was just because at that time they were having that little feud.
I don't know.
They had like a little bit of a feud, so they're like, oh no.
One thing I want to do less of is try to make a science out of it, because
You're right.
we're just gonna sit here and
Maybe Triple H is just like, you can't have these. I like these girls. And
that might be it.
I want to just have them on.
He did that with
developing them.
yeah, he did that for Asuka. So, but yeah, them so great. I love everything about them. Now, like the music is great. They get a great pop every time they come out. Yeah, like I have no doubt that when Ember loses the belt, whenever it is, I feel like it's gonna be to Peyton or Billy, whatever works, and I think it's gonna be really good. I enjoy their product.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's funny how like right when they kind of started getting super over like on their promos and videos and stuff, they kind of went away for like a split 2nd. Like for some reason I don't know why, but it was a while that we saw them, and then we saw like a video of them, and I was like, oh, they're back. And
Yeah.
it was really just random like why they disappeared, but I'm glad they're back. I'm glad they're like on all cylinders. I guess firing on all cylinders.
Yeah,
And yeah, they've been killing it.
really great. You wanna? Is that what we're gonna do? Is we doing rounds of things we like?
Yeah, why not?
Fuck it, that works.
Seems to work. I'm gonna go with. I'm just looking up when it was. Hold on.
This is cool. You can do a match or an interview or a star. Fuck yeah. This is improv. If everybody listening is not.
Yeah, it. All right, just clarification. We missed last week because I was being
Oh, it snowed.
It snowed, and I was being a bitch, and I was like, I want this snow. So, if you don't know, I'm a big Christmas guy. I'm a big holidays kind of guy. It's just me. That's what I do. And there was some snow. And literally, when I got back to the yard, after driving in the snow, I got back to my yard. Not my personal, where I work. And it was still snowing, so I just started grabbing snow, because I was like literally playing in the snow by myself. Because I was just grabbing like snow and like throwing it against shit and just having fun in the snow. And then I was just like, oh, is it fucking... and then that's when I told y'all, like, oh, we're not going to do it because I don't know if it was still snowing on this side of town where we live.
Yeah.
It wasn't. When I got here, I was like, oh.
Yeah, like the south side got it last, basically.
Yeah.
Because
So I was like, okay.
where I was at work when it started snowing,
Okay.
and I work up in Stone Oak.
Yeah.
And that started snowing first. It started snowing first there. But it was funny because they had us. I deliver for a restaurant, and they had us cut deliveries like around 8:30. Like we had to stop, and then probably around 7:30, and we were just chilling for like an hour, which is tight because I got to watch the Game Awards in my car the whole time waiting to see if we can get cut or not. And so like we were waiting, and then like right before the Game Awards started, we're like, so what are we doing? They're like, we're just kind of wait it out, see what happens. And we're like, all right. And Marty was our friend Marty was like, you want to go outside and throw some snowballs? I was like, oh, fuck yeah. So we ran outside, fucking took the snow from the car, started chucking snowballs at each other. It was super fun. They fucking hurt, dude.
Yeah.
They're fucking balls of ice. Like,
Yeah,
holy
when
shit.
you pack them, like, right.
Yeah, they
just balls.
fucking hurt. Yeah.
They're just solid balls of ice.
Yeah, but it was super cool to see snow.
Yeah.
I saw someone say that I what'd he say? He was like, oh, I laid down to make a snow angel and I fucking laid in my dog's poop. It made me lose it. But next thing I wanted to bring up, I'll save that for the next round if you guys don't bring it up.
Yep.
But I'll bring up the Mae Young Classic
Okay.
Oh, good.
because it was such a good fucking tournament. I hope we get more of these tournaments. I don't know what else they can do though, but you know, hopefully they'll figure something out. And yeah, man, it turned me on to a lot of really, really talented women wrestlers. And it's cool to see that they signed a lot of them.
Mhm.
And it's cool and hopefully they debut on NXT soon or kind of start using them a little more.
Mhm.
Especially now that a lot of women have moved up.
Mhm.
You know, which seems like what they always kind of do right every year. Like, yeah, those establish like a set core,
Mhm.
and then within a year those will move up,
Yeah.
and then they'll establish the next set.
Mhm.
There's been some talk about it, and I think they're very much ready to get some women tag titles out there.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I think that's very possible, and I think it could get some really good television.
I still want to see that all women's Royal Rumble.
Hopefully, not next year, but the year after. Hopefully soon. That
Yeah.
it could happen, for sure.
A little bummed Tony Storm didn't sign with them, but still.
Hey, her decision, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Her and
Piper.
Piper Niven, Miss Viper.
Both of them are like, man, that's so
Which-
crazy.
I do like her shirt. I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter.
Tony's?
No.
Piper's?
Piper's. It's the Barbie. What is it? It's like a Barbie rip.
Oh, really?
It's her, but she's it's like a little cartoon Barbie of her.
That was cool.
It looks really cool. It actually I forget what it says. It's like something Barbie. Something.
She's
like,
lightning in the bottle, man.
She is. I loved her in the
Mae Young Classic.
Mae Young Classic.
Yeah.
I'm so bad with names.
Also, I don't think they signed Jazzy Gabbert, which sucks too.
No, they
'Cause
didn't.
she's really good. But they did have Abby Lath, so that's cool. They did sign Abby Lath.
They didn't sign her. There was like, which was awesome. There was like a big fuss about that from the fans, which is great. So you could tell like they're totally watching the product. So
Yeah.
maybe they'll get her a contract in the future.
Yeah. Fucking classic matches from that.
You serious,
Yeah.
man?
Good as class.
I gotta watch that Viper Tony Storm match again. Actually, let's bring it back
That
up.
was such a good fucking match.
That was a great match. I felt like that should have been the final.
That should have.
That's just my opinion. I'm wrong. Shayna Baszler, as much as I hated her in the tournament, she was still great. Can't fucking deny that. She did wrestled her ass off or MMA'd her ass off, whatever. Kyrie was great. Kyrie was fucking amazing. But
Yeah.
just that Piper and Tony Storm match. While watching it, it was just like, how can you top this? And the answer is they kind of couldn't.
Yeah.
Great matches afterwards, but man, what a match! So good.
For me,
I might go back and rewatch that, honestly.
So good. Good choice,
I'm
man.
down. I got nothing to do. I'm gonna have an entire week off in 2 weeks.
Oh,
So
we can finally.
the week of Christmas.
the week,
Y'all
the
wanna-
week after Christmas, I guess.
Me too. Y'all want to pick that week? Y'all want to pick a random day and we just watch like archives or watch stuff?
I'm done.
Cool.
It has
You work in the evenings usually though.
I work in the evenings, but
Call.
Mondays and Wednesdays I'm off all day.
Cool.
All right.
But Wednesdays we record, but Mondays I'll be free all day.
Cool.
All right. Fucking.
Hell yeah. Is that your next?
My next one is actually Samoa Joe.
That's good. That's good.
I just that the build up to that Brock match
Yeah.
was just so fucking good. I loved every segment with him.
Yeah.
And he was hurt, so he went back.
Mm-hmm.
But when he came back, it's like he didn't miss a step at all.
For sure.
He just came back and was just like, yeah, fucking you love to hate me, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
So he's just like, yeah. He's like, I don't care. So I just love his character, and I like how he just knows that he knows exactly what to do with that character.
They need to strap that man soon.
That guy needs something.
He needs something. Usually characters don't need a belt, but I think he can like raise stock on a belt.
Give him that IC belt.
The
Roman ain't
IC
doing
belt,
shit. Because Roman ain't doing shit with that IC belt.
Did y'all see the Roman Cesaro match by chance?
I did not.
No.
Watching that made me so upset that Cesaro hasn't like had a singles gold in a minute. Fucking hell. I mean, Roman actually was pretty good in it, but Cesaro, man, oh my god.
Is that on Raw?
Yeah, I was on Raw.
This past week?
Yeah, I definitely recommend checking out that specific match.
Okay.
It makes you really, because come around, the bar was great. They made that into what they could make it.
Yeah.
But seeing that, you're just like, man, we got to get him back in that singles competition.
I agree.
He's so good.
But fucking Samoa Joe.
The DJ sound.
But no, Samoa Joe. Man, this fucking theme song is just so good.
It's like not. It's like a tuba you're actually scared of.
Yeah,
It makes
Yeah,
it.
it's so fucking much.
it's great.
I didn't know it was the Godzilla theme until he said it on a podcast.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'm stupid.
Oh, I didn't know it either.
I don't know that either.
Oh, okay.
Until you told me.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you knew already.
Fuck no. I was just like, tuba, I'm in.
Tuba.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, Samoa Joe, I gotta say.
Tight.
Such a good guy. And yeah, I
Okay.
want him to have all the belts at the same time.
Okay.
He's the next Triple H.
What's that?
Let me fish through my head a little bit, but not too far. There's one, like a big one I want to talk about, but I think I'll save that to like our last.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah, I think you know what it is too. But for me, it's gonna be right now off the top of my head. Specifically, we're talking about one man that every time he's been on the screen, I'm like, oh my god, how can someone get this good from me not really caring before? I gotta go with Hiromu.
Oh.
No, Tama Tonga is great,
Oh.
but I've always thought Tama Tonga was kind of funny.
Oh.
But Hiromu is so funny,
Mm-hmm.
and like from the top of the year when he was having his feuds with Dragon Lee and the best of the Super Juniors, and he was the champ,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, holy fucking shit! I never knew he had this in him when he was Kamatachi, because Kamatachi was okay, but it just
Kamatachi was very okay.
yeah, but
Very okay.
yeah, no, totally. I agree with you completely. But once I first saw the time bomb and I saw him do the bit where he jumped out from the bottom and he had the belt on him and he was doing the like creepy sexy thing he's doing where he licks his lips and he's always like, why is he looking at me like that?
Yeah.
Stop doing that. And then he had his match and I'm like, oh fuck, he's kicking ass. Since when? And
Changed his name from Kicking Wing to Kicking Ass. He did.
that's basically what happened. He went from kicking wing to kicking ass.
I would.
And he's still so funny, and he got a stuffed cat over. Fucking Daryl, he got Daryl over just by having him around.
Yeah?
After the matches, going to make challenges, and him barely not getting the challenge on because they hurt his finger, or they punch him in the face, or just little things where, and then he's on the floor like, no, fuck, I missed it. And then this past one where he comes out with the helmet and gloves, no one's hurting me. He's like, I challenge you next.
God damn it.
All of it is so great. I'm a really big fan of that, man. And from the jump of the year, I wasn't completely on board, and now I am like, next IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, baby. Let's bring it back. So, yeah, that's my pick right now.
All right.
Cool, cool.
Brian, you have the floor.
I guess since each of y'all are doing wrestlers, I will do.
I'll try to do a match next round. I'm going to think of one.
I'm terrible with it.
I was thinking while you were talking, I was like, oh man, we should have done like a round of wrestlers, a round of events, a round of matches,
Probably should have done that.
right? Like a little more structured. Fuck it.
Fucking
I said probably not.
flying by the seat of our dicks.
Then I'll do fucking the face that built the place,
All right.
AJ Styles,
He's had a year.
because I'm calling it right now. It's no longer the Bret Hart syndrome. It's the AJ Styles syndrome.
That's amazing.
Damn.
Because, man, he's fucking so good.
He is.
He's so good.
He can make.
He literally fucking held a show on his shoulders for like a while.
A little more than a year now.
Yeah. Like, then they brought it, like, he had it for, like, he was the only reason I would watch SmackDown when they first did the draft or whatever. And they brought in Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, and Shinsuke, and like all these other people. But for a while, it was just him. And it was so fucking good. So fucking good. His match is probably my favorite from WrestleMania. Or one of my favorites. No, not my favorite.
Him and Shane?
Yeah, him and Shane.
That was
a fucking good match.
That was not as good. That wasn't supposed to be as good as it was.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Him and Kevin Owens' feud was so fucking good.
That was
Yeah.
great.
Which
That was
also built up Kevin Owens versus Shane. And I don't him and Jinder, that match was fucking good.
Yeah.
Which was like I like Jinder, don't get me wrong, but the wrestling isn't quite there. I think, but I think he's still a good wrestler. But I didn't think he was gonna be that fucking good. And honestly, it was just AJ Styles.
Did you watch him and Lesnar yet?
No.
You gotta watch him and Lesnar.
I heard that match, and then the him and Finn was good too.
Him and Finn was good.
Yeah.
Him and Finn was good. There's a lot of people saying that it was like completely 5-star amazing. I don't think it was that. I think it was good though. I think it was really
I
good.
don't think it was 5-star.
Him and Finn?
Yeah, him and
Yeah.
Finn.
Him and Finn.
I think they were just sucked into the star power of the situation.
Yes, I think it's just like New Japan.
Yeah.
Where like they've done this in New Japan before.
No, they haven't. They've never faced before.
They never?
Never.
Yeah.
That was the first time they've ever faced ever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess the commentators weren't lying then.
Yeah. But that match was good. It was great. But if we're being quite honest, his interaction with Shinsuke at Money in the Bank? Yeah, Money in the Bank. Their interaction was way more like fucking polarizing than the match with him and Finn.
Yeah.
That was like fuck, because the little stint they did, they still got whatever chemistry they had from the one match they had.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck,
From last year.
that needs to happen sometime. Mania, give it to me.
Yeah, like it's crazy because they're all on the same show, so it can happen.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking down.
Opportunity, man. The
So
land of
we'll
opportunity.
see what happens, but yeah, AJ, man, he's so fucking good. Who do you have a match with too? He had a match with
Baron, with Ty, with
Baron. Baron. He had a match with Baron, and I was like, this isn't that bad. Like,
He's actually had a couple of matches with Baron, and I was like, huh. And I got drawn in. I was like, oh, Baron's actually getting better. And I thought about it. I was like, oh, it's not. It's just fucking AJ.
yeah.
That's
How
all
many?
AJ.
Like, think about it. How many times did we talk about an AJ Styles match where we were like, it's that Bret Hart syndrome? That's why it's the AJ Styles.
his match with
syndrome.
Chad Gable was damn good.
That one's the one I was gonna bring up.
Damn good, man.
That was such a good fight.
wasted opportunity.
Such a waste, because Chad Gable's match with KO was damn good too.
Yep.
Man, that's a singles wrestler if I've ever seen one. Motherfuck.
AJ Styles.
AJ Styles.
I'm gonna continue the wrestler bandwagon. Adam Cole premiering in NXT.
That was tight.
That was really. That was like a super surprise to me. I just didn't expect that at all. And then him just kind of having like little matches here and there, you know. And you were telling me about this week's NXT, which I haven't watched. That's a must watch for me.
Oh, dude,
I'm
for
just
sure.
I'm just a huge Adam Cole fan.
Yeah, man.
I just something about him. Maybe it's his catchphrase. It's just super easy to cling on for me.
He
fucking name.
has it.
It's just it. Yeah, it's just it. I guess that's it. He just has it. Because
insane.
I can't really explain it. It's just, although, man, I wish he had the fucking last shot.
He technically has it, but then he follows it up with a Shining Wizard.
Yeah, I just want the last shot. But I don't know if it's maybe they're scared of the way he does it. I have no idea.
I mean, he still does it.
I mean, he still does it, but it doesn't have that oomph.
That snap.
Yeah, it just doesn't have that oomph that it did, you know, in the Indies.
It's a dub.
I guess so.
I miss his entrance music, for being quite honest. Dun, 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 dun.
I like
Dirty.
the one he has right now. Just saying.
Shock the system.
It's a good song. That really is. They
It is
come
a good
out all
song.
fucking, all vibing out. Kyle O'Reilly's being all sleazy.
Yeah. Kyle O'Reilly like makes that whole
Bang,
like
dang, dang,
he
dang,
makes
dang,
that
dang.
entrance even though like
Bang, dang, 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 dang. And then the little like
Moo.
finger picky part.
Moo.
That song's cool. They're
It's a good song.
it's a good song.
they're cool.
Yeah, man, and then... Sorry. Was it him just debuting or him in general?
Just
Dumb.
him in general. Like the debut was like super like big for me because
Yeah.
you know, I'm a fucking mark for Adam Cole.
Yeah.
And then just him having like some matches and then the War Games match. Which,
Oh, that was insane.
which I thought he blew. You know, I want to say he stole the show. Like he had like the most for it. I mean, he had one of the biggest spots. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Where I was generally scared. I was like, "Ooh, I don't want you to do this."
Oh, him and Roddy?
Yeah, I was like, I don't want anybody to get hurt. But
That was a damn good match.
Oh
was-
yeah, man. Have
Yeah.
you watched it back on film yet?
No, I want to though.
Oh, dude,
I've
it's
been meaning
good.
to.
On tape, it's still as good.
But yeah, no, yeah, it was really cool his debut because like one, I honestly I kind of expected it. I was like he might, or he'll be in the crowd, where they do that
Yeah.
thing where like they show him in the crowd and like, oh, so and so is here, like
Yeah,
what are they
he's
doing
like,
here? Yeah,
waves
he'll
to
wave
the
or whatever.
camera.
But he actually debuted,
Yep.
which was tight. Not only that, he debuted, and they showed that he was working with Red Dragon, which
Yeah.
was also tight.
Apparently, they wanted to do that for a while.
Yeah.
When Kyle O'Reilly was on Jericho's podcast, must listen. Such a sweet man. But also, he says that they wanted to do that specific faction for a really long time, and every time they would try to mention it to Ring of Honor, whoever was in charge at the time kept telling him, like, you know what, y'all have this feud going, it wouldn't make sense to mesh it together. And he'd be like, I mean, I guess. But they always wanted to do that specifically.
Just them three.
Them three have always wanted to do something together somehow, but the powers that be would tell them, it's just not there, guys, sorry. And they'd be like, fuck, okay, fine, it is what it is.
It would have been tight if Roddy did join them, but I'm glad he didn't.
Yeah, for sure.
Because,
It would have been too OP.
yeah.
Yeah, and he's finding his way. He really is.
He is. Very much is. What's that?
Oh, it's my turn?
Yes.
Oh, Roman just picked something.
Yeah.
Oops. All right. The feud that is Tyler Bate and Peter Dunovich.
Tyler Bate?
Tyler Bate and Peter Dunn. Them two. Okay, look.
So they. Well,
It's,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's just something that I love the Kenny Omega Okada matches. Those are renowned as like, the big three, and we've said it a lot of times. It's been said a lot, the big three since Flair and Steamboat. I don't disagree with that. Y'all know me, I'm New Japan Mark through and through. Fucking amazing. But this little crevice in between NXT and the main roster that's like their British belt, they've done some insane things with like five dudes in this little thing. So I guess I'm more aiming it towards a UK belt, but the bigger matches were between Bate and Dunn.
Wolfgang.
And fuck no. And every time they are around each other in the tag matches, whatever, their chemistry is fucking electric. Oh my god. They're gonna have another one next week, but
Yeah, they're going to have a rematch,
Yeah.
right? Finally.
the first one at the finals was my introduction to both of them. Well, no, I saw Pete Dunne in PWG for a short time because he was in a tag match, and then he had that one match where I was like, this guy's a fucking asshole because he almost killed Mandrews.
And then you found that Mandrews has a bang. You're like, man, I wish he.
I wish you killed Mandy.
Oh my god! And I still want Mandrews and Drulak to tag because I'm Mark Andrews and this is Drew Gulak. Together we're Mandrews and Drulak. One day we'll get there. But
That Drulak.
But yeah, man, their matches are insane. They're just both of them very polarizing individuals where they're both over as shit. Pete Dunne, my God, if there was ever a character that deserves more because they don't even get that much airtime, but the
No.
airtime they get, people are like, "Fuck, oh guys, it's Peter Dunne, it's Pete Dunne, it's Tyler Bate," and I think they've earned every fan they've gotten, and I think next week's match they're gonna even tear the house down all over again. Holy shit! It's crazy how like with this little attention they've got, they've really strapped the rocket with what they can do, and they've gone to the moon and back. They're amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Yeah, every time they have a match, it's the crowd is into it, no matter
Yeah.
where they are, which is just really cool because it's not just an NXT crowd; it could be the main roster, and they just have such a good chemistry. You're always going to get a quality match. It's the Michaels and Hart thing,
Yeah.
the Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. No matter what you do, it was always quality. No matter
Oh, for
when
sure,
they got
man.
into the ring, and it's kind of the same thing.
Oh, great comparison. What we're trying to say, ladies and gentlemen, is who's Bret Hart? No, I'm just kidding. AJ Styles. AJ Styles, Pete Dunne, WrestleMania 33. What are we on? We're like on 40, no?
I don't know. I think it's like 35.
35? Okay. I know I'm going back in time.
Yeah, I was like 33 was this one?
That was the year
No.
Roman won, no?
Hasn't he won like 2 times already?
When
Yeah.
did Daniel Bryan win?
That was 30.
How many
30.
years ago was that?
2.
No.
2015. 2014.
So it's 3. So
Oh shit, we're 2017. I thought
We're about to
2016.
be 2018.
yeah. So the next one in 2018 is 34.
34. 35.
35.
They sure they have SpongeBob do a promo.
Good dude.
Okay, Brian.
What?
Bang. Now I have Adam Cole's fucking music in my head. Bang, ding, 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 ding. Bang, ding, 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 ding.
Damn, I was like
ding.
ready with like the last couple of them.
Dirty,
I don't.
I've got
I was gonna say the
something
UK tournament, but you just kind of mentioned it.
for you.
I mean, you still can.
No, I'm gonna go with.
I mean, he didn't technically say that UK tournament.
Yeah, he didn't. But I'm gonna go with.
Yeah, we know how much Brian loves Wolfgang and Joseph Connors.
What?
Fucking-
That's the British tournament. Who else was in it?
Fucking. I forget his name. Danny Burch.
Danny Burch. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go with. Alistair Black. Alabaster Black. Yeah. Roman? No, just kidding. Nah, he's just been having good match
Did
after
you
fucking
just
good
say
match.
Hell of a year.
Bastard Black.
Yo man, you never do it good.
He's been having good match after good match.
That hit me at the right time. Oh.
It's no man is ever truly good, buddy.
Oh wait, no, I take that back.
How the fuck you gonna take that? No,
I remembered what. I remembered who I was gonna say.
Oh,
we're going
okay.
back around. You already said.
Ah,
No,
damn it.
fuck it.
Well, you're gonna be
Well,
upset you
yeah.
didn't pocket it.
I'll
Okay.
say Alabaster Black. Boom. Brian.
Nah, we're going back around. Keep going.
Okay, so Alistair Black, good match after good match, and it's cool because he's been working with different people and different styles, and he can still have a fucking good match. Like he went up against Hideo Itami, who like was kind of, I don't know how to say it, like he was going on a down spiral of like whatever, and he had a fucking great match with him. And then he had a match with Velveteen Dream, which is like the total opposite of fucking Hideo. And they fucking killed it. Like,
Yep.
Yeah, that's a top 10 match of the year. I think.
yeah, like so fucking good. And then he had a match with Adam Cole this week.
Have you seen that?
No.
Oh man, you
But
guys
you
gotta
told me
watch
it was
that.
good. I trust you.
It's insanely good.
Yeah, man. Alistair Black. And also, he actually spoke.
Yes.
He actually talked and cut a promo. So,
Live in infamy, Velveteen Dream. Did he say my name?
is the money?
Which I don't think I had ever heard his voice until that point. Like the vignettes, I think that was the first time. Because even on the indies, I never heard him talk.
Oh
Yeah,
no,
no.
yeah.
Ever. He was just a badass, and I was like, he's just a fucking
Badass.
yeah. What is he? What did they call him?
Tommy End.
Tommy End?
No, his like. Oh yeah, I know. It's
Tommy
fucking
fucking End. Did you say what I said?
Yeah.
That's honestly, it was Tommy fucking End.
I thought they had like a nickname for him.
Nope,
A Netherland.
Death by Elbow.
that's not him.
It's not him.
Y'all keep saying that's what he tags with Chris Hero. That's not him. That's a hero's
It's a
death.
Hero's End.
Hero's End.
I remember that one.
Death by Elbow
That's true.
is Hero and what's his fucking name?
Pete Dunne.
No, or Death by Elbow is him and Haskins now.
Mark Haskins?
Yeah, is it him and Haskins?
I don't know.
I thought we're not talking about that. Go. Cool.
Mark Haskins. I gotta watch more of his matches.
Oh, dude.
I know he's good. I've seen like a couple of them. I just have to watch more of them.
One thing I wanted to talk about as far as the structure of this, I don't think we should keep doing like talking about everything that happened that week. It's like 2.5 hours long. We start fucking getting out of it.
You're not wrong, and I'm finding it harder and harder to concentrate on a lot of WWE stuff.
I don't blame you.
So I end up like more times than not just going to like the What Culture channel, just being like, what matches do they have up? Like, I'll just like see like what do they have like up like.
Mm-hmm.
Is there some cool matches there? I'm trying to find more progress stuff.
I can link you.
So
I'm subscribed to their network.
yeah, we totally have high spots.
They're not a high spot.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, all I watch is NXT. Like, I went from Raw,
I don't blame
SmackDown,
you.
NXT
Yeah, and it's not like
to 205 and SmackDown NXT to SmackDown NXT to NXT.
it's just whatever I can catch. Like this time, I was just like, oh, let me see SmackDown because it's to go home. I want to see if there's like any build to that. So I watched SmackDown, but then I didn't watch NXT. I'm like, fuck, I'm fucking up because I want to watch NXT.
Mm.
But
We should probably talk about this off mic, right?
Nah, it's
this
about the
is
podcast.
flying by the seat of our dick. Come on. Said it before. Said it
Oh.
before, I said it again.
Back on subject for Alistair that you're talking about. His premiere was very much insane because his premiere, he had a match with Cien.
Oh, yeah, that was a good match.
That was an insane match.
That
But
was
also,
last year, though, right?
I felt really bad. This was this year.
That was this year?
It was this year. I remember because we were at Henry's and like the smoke came in and like the guitar wah, came in and Henry was like talking a lot. And then I felt I was like, Henry, shh. And I felt so bad. He was like, oh, sorry, man. I was like, no, you're good. Just, I want to see this. And then,
God damn it.
hey, fall!
Where was WrestleMania at this year? Brooklyn, right?
Brooklyn, this is your Brooklyn accent.
No.
Y'all seen 40 Virgin?
Is that where that's from?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, because he keeps telling me, because that's his dad, the guy, the older, like, he's like, he comes off as Middle Eastern and the black guy in 40 Virgin.
Yeah.
That's his dad. You learn later in the movie. He's all like, I don't know anything from Saudi Arabia or whatever. He's like, this is Saudi Arabia. This is Brooklyn. Have a Brooklyn accent.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of my favorite lines in the movie.
One of my favorite lines from him is the, don't make me get out my knife, because if I have to, it cannot be put back unless it has spilled blood. I was like, what the fuck?
When your son is born, is he already on parole?
Oh, my God.
Florida. Was this,
Oh, yeah, it was Orlando, because they had fucking Flowrider's bitch ass.
Did they?
Welcome to my house. Play that music too loud.
He wouldn't know, he fell asleep.
No, I fell asleep. He stayed up through it.
I think both of y'all fell asleep. I think I looked back at y'all.
You were at Josh's? You were at Josh's that year? This year?
No, it was. We saw it here, didn't we?
WrestleMania?
No, we saw
No.
that Josh.
We saw our friend Josh's house.
Then what did you fall asleep to? It had to be.
Welcome to my house.
Oh, it was like,
Did you rewatch WrestleMania? Because I remember.
no, I saw it at Josh's house.
This is fucking
You know what's
weird.
funny? I still haven't seen Lesnar and Goldberg, and I don't give
That
a
was
fuck.
Royal Rumble. No.
They had-
I remember what you're talking about, though. I was like, woo, let's do this. And then I
Yeah,
crashed out,
and then
right?
You crashed out.
That was Backlash.
And then I woke up at the end, right?
Yeah.
I think
You
that was-
timed it perfectly.
I think that was Backlash. Wait, no. Yeah,
Is
that
that what I
was. What
was-
was the Punjabi prison?
Yeah, is that when I woke up?
He woke up and he was like, "What the fuck is a great Khali?"
No, you didn't watch that with us, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, he watched that with us.
Was that?
I remember you woke up and you're like, "What the fuck is a great Khali?"
I don't know. Everybody tends to fall asleep with pay-per-views.
WrestleMania was too fucking long. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, 4 hours. is
And
a
the
lot.
second half was all the shit I did not care about.
Honestly, we started doing wrestling moves to each other.
Oh, y'all did?
With a beer, I remember.
Oh, was I asleep already?
Oh yeah, probably.
Because after
I
the
put him in the walls of Jericho, and then he fucking
OG Walls Jericho? Or?
yeah,
Okay.
and then I put him in the figure four, and
Oh,
his
my
legs
God.
could not bend, so like it was terrible.
dude, the figure four fucking hurts. Oh my
I
god.
don't know. I haven't been put in the figure four.
Let's see. Whose turn was it?
I don't know.
Romans.
Roman, it is your turn.
Bobby Roode
Ooh.
is a man that quickly stole my heart. 'Cause I was like, who the fuck is this? And I was like, whatever. And then I saw him and I was like, this guy's pretty good. His knee pads are kind of fucked up, but
God damn it.
God damn it.
that's like the only thing I don't like. His knee pads are just dumb. And they're barely on his knee. They're more like his shin.
I think that's so weird you focus in on
It's
that.
nitpicky, but it's shit like that I fucking focus on. I don't know why I do it. It's just what I do. So, and then they have rhinestones on them.
Yeah, you're right. Because after Adam Cole premiered, you were like, "How do you feel about his tights?" And I was like, "What?" I remember that.
Ring gear is a thing to me where I'm just like, that's stupid.
Bludgeon Brothers.
Bludgeon Brothers have the worst
Okay,
fucking
no.
ring gear this year.
When you see it, Brian, you cannot. Everyone who sees that is like, "What the fuck are they wearing?" You're not wrong. Okay.
Like it's worse than Nia Jax's ring gear. Nia Jax's ring gear is fucking bad.
She's not like most girls.
Fuck off. She's not like most girls.
Can we take a minute to find it hilarious that before, I don't know which one of us looked it up, but for the longest time we were like, did she say I'm not a monster?
You said that. You said that.
I'm not a monster.
Or was that me? I don't know.
And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, she's not like most girls.
I'm not a monster.
You're saying about Mr. Robert Roode. I'm so sorry.
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Roger.
I like his tights to say glorious on the ass.
Yeah, they're good. They're good tights. His boots are okay. It's just those knee pads bother me. But other than that, fantastic performer.
He has the look.
Yeah.
Him and Samoa Joe should be feuding for the IC belt.
He has the it factor,
Oh my
he does.
god.
which is what he would call himself in TNA.
What's funny is I was watching the shoot interview with Booker T. Why? You know what? I can't really answer that. It just kind of happened. And he was talking about, he's like, yeah, when I was there, the first thing I did when I was in TNA is I walked up to Mr. Bobby Roode and I was like, look, boy, gotta cut that mullet. And he did. And look at him now. He's successful. So according to Booker T, Bobby Roode's successful because he cut his fucking hair.
I mean, he did have to cut that mullet.
But he says, imagine, oh, you're Booker T. Boy, you gotta cut that mullet. Nice to meet you, Book. I'm a fan. He got that song over, Mr.
Yes.
Rude, which is crazy because that was apparently like an archive song for like a long time.
Really?
Yeah, like he had something completely else lined up, and then Triple H called him and he's like, "What do you think about this? It's something we had stored for a long time that honestly we don't know what to do with it. But if you want to do something with it, we can see what we can do." And he said he heard it and he was like, "Yeah, I can do something with that." And now it's sung by I've seen nerds fucking play it walking in to play cards at Dragon's Lair.
Yep.
I was like, "Are you fucking wow?"
I went to Dragon's Lair today. Picked up some comics. Pretty good. Just a little side note. I love comics.
Did you get your bagel?
I did.
I'm glad.
You know what? I was like, treat yourself. And I was like, get me a medium coffee as well. And he was like, I'm out of medium. Here's a large. I was like, great.
That's the best. And they just charge you for a medium?
Yeah, I still pay for a medium.
My favorite.
Yeah, and then I got my fucking farmhouse. If you know what a farmhouse is, apparently it's this bullshit bagel. I'm not like crazy about that bagel in particular, but you know they had it there. It was all right. It's a hash brown bagel. Like, okay, brief aside on bagels. There's really like only a few bagels you need like in life. You don't need like a whole bunch. They have some with like jalapeno juice in it. I don't like that shit. Fuck off. I like jalapenos. I don't want it in everything I fucking eat. So then they have snickerdoodle ones. I'm like, that's way too sweet. I don't want any of that. That's just
Do you get an everything bagel?
everything bagel's okay.
What's an everything bagel?
Everything bagel has like
Everything?
yeah, it has like dill
No,
seeds.
yeah.
And it has like what is it like? I don't think it has poppy seeds, but it has like sesame seeds.
I think it has flax seeds too.
flaxseed probably. So it has like a whole bunch of stuff on it. That's why it's called an everything bagel.
Yeah, it
But
has a
when
good crunch to it.
Yeah, but when you bite into it, it kind of tastes like a pickle. Like it has like a almost like a briny type taste, and I'm assuming that's because of the dill, the actual seed. So I don't know, but bagels great. I had fucking like tool, fucking dynamite. And then I made the mistake when I was getting the coffee. I was like, well, they're all half and half. And then I poured it, and I was like, wait, this is way too thin for half and half. When I looked at it, I was like, oh, fucking skim milk. I drank it, almost threw up, put in some half and half. Then got my fucking bitch ass of coffee, drank it, burned my tongue. That was a long way to go for a joke.
So Bobby Roode.
Bobby Roode is like bagels. All of them are pretty good. But then there's that glorious one. You know what I'm saying?
What? That makes sense somehow.
Alright.
I like a good old plain bagel.
Plain bagels are good. That's where it's at.
Oh, the blueberry ones are good too, though.
When it starts getting to like the sweet ones, I'm not a super big fan of.
What about like the cinnamon bun?
What you want to do is you want to get a plain bagel, and if they have it, you get this thing. It's called honey almond butter. If they have it, fucking insane. It'll change your life.
All right.
Or
I didn't like bagels
you
before I
can
had
get
it.
a plain bagel and some plain cream cheese.
No, dude, you need the strawberry cream cheese, or you need
Oh,
that
strawberry
honey
cream
butter.
cheese is good too.
Try the honey butter, man.
I like I'm more savory than sweet, so I get myself that pepper schmear. The pepper. That's what it's called, schmear. Damn it, it's not fucking whatever. Cream cheese, pepper cream cheese. You get that on a sesame seed. It's okay. A sesame seed. All right, sesame seed bagel.
Alright, here we go. Okay.
All right. I forgot to explain the farmhouse. The farmhouse.
No.
It's this hash brown fucking thing. I don't like it, but it does have pepper schmear, so I'm down, right? Then it has a whole lot of ham, which I'm not a big fan of ham, but they give you a lot, and I'm like, you know what? It's on the damn thing. I'm gonna eat it. So then they give you this thick ass bacon. This. This shredded cheese.
He's doing like a fucking Bernie Mac thing, man. It's on the damn thing. I'm going to eat it. Why put all this ham on my motherfucking bagel, you son of a bitch?
I think we've been talking about bagels too much.
You've been talking about bagels.
Okay,
Stop me.
okay.
Wait, you know what?
Chuck Taylor.
All right.
All right, cool.
Chuck Taylor.
Hey, I used to go to this place where we get like breakfast sandwiches and they make them bagels. It's pretty good.
I want to have a bagel.
Sorry.
The bagel hamburgers, I've seen them a little bit. I don't know about the fucking donut ones. That's fucking weird. Anyways, Chuck Taylor is like a donut. He's sweet, savory, and I want to fuck him.
Is this your pick or is it my pick?
Yes. I'm trying to throw it back to you.
Go, son. Chuck Taylor has raised his stock insanely from January to December of this year. He is his comedy stuff fucking great. Everybody know who the Kentucky Gentleman is, Mr. Chuck Taylor. But as far as an in-ring performer and taken seriously as a wrestler, I think he's done that amazingly with his feud with Sabre. And even though he already lost the belt to Ricochet in New Japan and in Ring of Honor, I mean, he premiered in Ring of Honor this past year too, which was fucking great because everybody wanted him there for so long.
Yeah.
So when he premiered, that was awesome. I love the way Trent did it. He's like, well, it looks like they were doing a 3-on-3, and it was just him and Rocky. They were still doing Roppongi at the time.
Yeah.
And he's like, looks like we're going to need another partner. Well, who else but my best friend? And the crowd went fucking nuts when Chuck Taylor came out. So that was awesome. Everybody knew who he was. That was long overdue. Him and Chuck and Trent, they have a shot at the Ring of Honor tag titles at Final Battle against the Motor City Machine Guns. That's going to be a hell of a match. Trent last year upped his stock a lot in New Japan.
Yeah.
This year he's been great, but last year was like his like plateauing and good rising.
Yeah.
This year I think is Chuck's. I think together they're gonna be amazing because they're tagging again.
Yeah.
And I think eventually I see them having multiple straps and
Really?
being the team. I see it, and I think it's only gonna go higher from here. I love them both. Their after match from the World Tag League in New Japan. Afterwards, you get to run back and cut a promo.
Yeah.
There's one they did where they went to the back and they didn't say a word. They just kept flexing. They're flexing. Yeah. Then they did another one where they go back there and Trent's like, yeah, this guy right here, Chuck Taylor, you know what? We're an undefeated tag team in New Japan. And then as he's saying it, Chuck like mumbers, no, we lost that Okada one. He's like, what, really? Yeah, we lost one. Well, fuck it, we didn't get pinned. So we haven't been pinned yet in New Japan. Fucking hilarious. They still, oh my god. Chuck Taylor, everybody. Trent Beretta. They're going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Brian.
The question, though,
Yes.
before we go head over to Brian. Is there a reason that he lost the belt to PWG? At PWG?
I don't know. I haven't heard anything yet, or I haven't dirt sheeted.
Yeah.
I haven't found anything in my dirt sheets yet. I really don't know, because the rumor is that Ricochet is going to be crossing over soon to the dub.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he said it. He had his last match in Dragon Gate this year. He had his last match in New Japan this year. He's Lucha Underground. This is his last season. So I'm assuming he's going to go cross over to WWE. So if this is just building a feud between him and Chuck for his last feud in PWG where he drops it to Chuck again, I mean, unless they were just setting up another feud, because in the match, Ricochet takes a heel win.
Yeah.
When the ref was knocked down, he hit like Chuck in the nuts with like a bat, or he hit him with the chair or something. I haven't been able to see the match. I just from what I read.
Yeah.
So I don't know unless it's just building up a feud between them.
Okay. Fair enough.
Which that sounds great.
All right, Brian. You're gonna. I'm declaring you last because I want to get into another topic and I'll explain that just a bit. But go ahead, Brian. You got last. You got lasties.
Oh, lasties? Okay.
Okay. Even though I went first and whatever. Fuck
Shut
it.
the fuck up.
Oh, we're not doing one more loop. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, I
Or
didn't
do
know.
you have one more?
Yeah, well, I was saving one particular when it was
Okay.
our last.
Then go for it.
One more loop?
Yeah, one more.
Okay. And I'm going to say this for my last one. And I know y'all are going to, you guys are very much going to agree with me. It's going to be Andrade Cien Almas.
You damn right.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Our fucking boy.
He's gold.
Our boy. We pushed him to the top.
Yeah.
Us three in this podcast pushed him up to be NXT champ because nobody was talking about him.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, he fucking went from, man, what is this guy doing? To what are they doing with this guy? To, like, that's kind of it for him, right? Like, he's going to be one of the whatever guys. And he's teamed up with Zelina Vega, and man, he's just been match after match after match. He's been winning. And it's honestly, like, it was like, because we were like, he's good. He's decent, you know, he's cool. But then when she came into the picture, it was honestly like, she legit was like, hey, quit fucking around and actually win a match.
Yeah.
And he started fucking working his ass off,
Yeah.
which we knew he had it in him, right? And then he honestly, just because he gave me my favorite moment watching wrestling so far,
Yep.
was when he fucking won the belt at TakeOver Houston, because it was so fucking awesome.
That was great. It was a great moment.
It was a great moment. It was a good fucking match. And I don't know if it was, because like watching the Drew McIntyre Bobby Roode match at TakeOver Brooklyn, right?
I believe so.
Yes.
I was like, I don't know if it was the match before that, which was
Rude and Shinsuke. No, Rude and Hideo. Sorry.
no, the match before.
Oh, on the same card?
yeah.
The
Was
match
it
before the women's
Saturday?
match.
Oh, the women's match.
No, which was right before them.
Okay, so I don't know if it was that match where, or one of the matches before where I was like already kind of like, man, how the fuck do you follow that up? And then, yeah, it was the women's match, I remember now. And I was like, how the fuck do you follow that up? And then Rude and McIntyre went out there, and I was like, I mean, this is okay. Like, it's kind of whatever. And I don't know if, like, I was like, maybe I don't really like Drew's wrestling that much. Like, I do, but maybe he still needs a little work, or I don't know what it was. Maybe their chemistry was off, or it was just like we were all kind of worn out from the match before or whatever. But Cien's match with Drew McIntyre was so fucking good.
Yes.
It was so good. And it kind of made me see Drew McIntyre in a new light.
Yeah.
Because I was putting him in, like, he was kind of getting that stigma. I was like, I mean, he's just okay.
Yeah.
You know? Because then he had the match with Roddy, too.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was a good match.
That was a good match.
It was a good match, but yeah, this match with Cien, like, just kind of, I don't know if maybe it was kind of AJ Styles syndrome, but it was a damn good match.
On top of that, had all the elements I think you would like if you were like a classic WWF fan too, or Attitude Era, and even pre that, like into the 80s, 90s era with, you know, Hart, Piper in them.
Yep.
It not only was a good match on the mat, like a la Brett and a la Shawn, but it had like that heel element, the manager element. There were so many layers to this that it was just like, it was a wild ride, honestly.
Yeah.
It was so good. Whether you were for either side, there was just, you had no idea what was going on.
Yeah. And you can say the same thing about the match with him and Gargano. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Gargano's such a fucking babyface, and
Oh, man, dude, that
Like-
match was fucking good.
to have Cien play the heel with Zelina, like, that was a fucking good match too. So I'm gonna give it to Cien. I'm so glad he's our champion right now. He's my champion,
I knew you were going to say that.
He's the champion.
and I just want the best for him. I love him.
I agree.
Where's that fucking shirt? Give us another goddamn shirt.
Keep forgetting he doesn't have a T.
He has one that's kind of shitty.
They'll get a better one.
Is it the $100 bill one?
Yeah.
Yes, the one that we saw that was
Yeah.
on clearance.
I almost bought it.
Give us a fucking shirt.
Once he gets one, we're buying him.
Yes.
Okay. Roman?
All right, my last one is one that I'm surprised no one. Well, I'm the only one that really likes it. Spam that. Spam that. Spam that. Spam that.
That's legit your favorite.
I just love Sanity. It starts off with their fucking music. I just love their music. I love the entrance. I love that it gave me Nikki Cross because I was like, who's this crazy little girl?
Nikki Glencross.
And then I found out she was Scottish. I'm like, you're fucking adorable. And then and then I could do Eric Young. And I was just like, all right, so that's cool. I love Eric Young, to be honest with you. I know everybody's kind of like, on him. I think he's good.
Who?
I don't know. I mean, not y'all, but I know.
Oh.
I think if you saw his TNA product, you'd feel that way. Because his TNA product was okay, but in TNA, especially when he was clean shaven, that was weird. It's weird to look back at now because I've seen a few things with it. He was very much okay mid-cardy.
Yeah, he very much was.
Okay, but in this environment, he's taken what they've given him and he's ran with it.
Yeah. And then you had Alexander Wolf, which I was super cold on to begin with. I was like, who's this guy?
Yeah.
And then slowly, like, this guy has just gotten better and better.
Yeah.
I'm just like, man, I'm growing to like Alexander Wolf. Like, I actually cared enough to remember his name now. And it's just good to see him. I wish, again, the ring gear kind of but good.
Yeah.
I like that he's getting better and he's doing something with that character. Something, just little tweaks here and there. Is exactly what he needed.
He's a fucking showman.
Yeah.
He's very much a showman.
And then Killian Dane. I mean, I had always seen Damo. I mean, who he was in the Indies. I had seen him. I was like, man, this guy could fucking move. And then I just didn't see him at all. And then he fucking came out and he was the same. I was like, what the fuck? My favorite faction. My favorite faction just got more deadly. And I don't know. I just like everything that Sanity does. I like that they have the tag titles right now. So, what can I say? Sanity all the way.
I was very much happy they were the ones to dethrone the Authors of Pain.
Yes.
And I was very happy to see that Alexander Wolf was the one that fucking stole the show that day. That was so fucking
He had so
tight.
many fun spots.
Yeah.
He killed it in that match, honestly.
And I like that Sanity is a faction, and they can still go apart, do their thing, and then they come back.
Yeah.
It's like Killian Dane can have a singles run, and he's just a part of as much as Sanity because, once that sort of happens, they kind of leave the faction.
Yeah.
And they don't do anything with them anymore. And he just has like a little singles competition here, there. He's right back in. Same thing with Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross is, fantastic female wrestler that does her thing and knows exactly what to do with it. That Asuka and her, the last woman standing match.
Yeah.
Awesome match. Real good. And then right back into the fold with Sanity. And it's just really cool. I like Sanity, baby.
That's great, yeah.
Yeah. I like
good.
that. I actually never noticed that when you pointed that. You just pointed that out for me. Like they do that a lot where they have a faction and they have multiple people, and it's just like they're just there.
Yes.
They're not doing anything. Like they did with the Wyatts, right? Like Eric Rowan was just there, and Luke Harper.
One of the biggest flops ever. That honestly should have been still right now, like barely getting dethroned. The League of Nations.
Yeah.
That was a flop, man.
Yeah,
Which
there
is
were
insane. That should have been
four really
insane.
fucking good dudes,
Yeah.
and like Sheamus was the only one that had like title matches
Yeah.
or anything.
Yep.
And everyone else was just kind of there. Like
They would lose matches like when it was like 3-on-4 and stuff like that.
yeah, they're doing a really good job with Sanity, and I really like how, like you said, they can go off and do their own thing and then come back.
Yeah. So that's my last pick.
Okay.
And we'll say close this out.
You know it. Y'all both know it. It's gonna be my baby boy Naito.
I'd say Shibata come back.
It has to be. That was a great moment, but it's not like my favorite because it's still bittersweet to me
Yeah.
that it had to be that. He was at the tag finals, the tournament.
Yeah.
He was signing autographs there, so that's
Okay.
cool too. But until I know his status, I don't know. But that's still an amazing moment. But I'm talking about as far as like the year and me thinking about like consistently what I enjoy. Oh man, dude, Naito it's not only grown on me, but he's like through the roof. His faction, his story, the history of him and the company that didn't want him, only to like leave, become a superstar, come back, get other people on the roster that were kind of flopping here and there, weren't doing well with what they were given. Rebrand all them. They're now with him of like these unwanted faction, but now everybody loves them and they don't fucking care that you love them. They don't want you to love them. Fuck you. We're the best. It's just the way it is. And when he fucking beats Okada at Wrestle Kingdom, it's gonna be like at fucking 4 or 5 in the morning. I'm gonna yell my ass off, and I'm gonna be jumping up, and I'm gonna be yelling the speech with him, because I've been along the ride, and I cannot wait to see him get like his crowning achievement of his ultimate revenge, not only on the crowd and the company, but what he really deserves to become the Shuyaku of New Japan, as he so eloquently says. So that's my pick of the last thing all around. Everything Naito and LIJ is just amazing. I'm big fan. Can't wait. They can take over.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I saw Destino, I was like, his finisher.
His finisher, yeah.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, God damn, that just looks brutal. But
yeah,
just him as a wrestler and him just not giving a fuck. I always like that. I always like that type of wrestling. I don't give and you can see it on his face. It's like, I really don't give a fuck. I'm gonna blow this shit up, and I know it. You know, I'm one of the best wrestlers, and I still don't give a fuck what you say. I do not care. Because I like to think I'm like that, where I don't give a fuck, but I'm not good at anything.
God damn it.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Shinsuke at the peak of his New Japan. Like, Shinsuke was totally like that. Like, just, I don't give a fuck, and he can just do whatever the fuck, wherever on the card, and killed it. Killed it.
Can I give one honorable mention?
Sure.
Just want to throw out there because we all enjoyed it. One of my favorite things was Stone Cold getting to meet Okada. That was awesome.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't bring up the New Japan show here in town in the States.
It was good. It wasn't as good as their other stuff though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna blame that on the States. It was just the card, for being honest. And also JR's commentary, God bless his soul, but he didn't know what he was saying.
Yeah.
And that totally affected it kind of for me, because as I was watching it, I'm like, that's not who that is. Or
Matt Striker killed it though.
yeah, Matt Striker was good. Yeah, Matt Striker was actually the one correcting him.
Yeah.
So, it was good. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but like I was working off of, all right, top of your head right now, what did you really enjoy? And all those things resonated with me.
Yeah,
so
that makes sense.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty much it. But I want to, because we had teased this maybe like a month ago, maybe even 2 months ago.
Oh, fuck you.
God damn it.
No, we didn't. No, we did not.
Yeah.
You have been trying to get this going.
No, because you had started it.
Had I?
Yes.
I don't remember.
You had mentioned somebody and you'd be like, I totally go gay for him.
I don't remember
And then
this.
you'd be like, we should come back and have a top something. I remember this.
I don't.
I can't.
Yeah, I know you can't. Our episodes are so long, I wouldn't be able to find it either.
Yeah, so. But I'm I'm like 99% sure. There's a 0.1% chance.
I'm not doing 5, I'm doing 3.
You can do 3. That's fine. Honestly, I only have 3.
Let's just do 3.
3.
Let's do 3. All right. Top 3 wrestlers you'd go gay for. Open it up.
I think I can I think I could spitfire this too, like pretty quick. Okada, Marty Scurll. Fuck. A third one. I'm like, man, it's a real handsome guy. I think Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode's a real handsome man. So,
Okay.
yeah, there it is right there.
All right, boom. Brian, do you have your 3?
You go first.
All right. All right. Listen,
Which you not comfortable?
No, I just don't know. I totally didn't think about it.
All right, Finn Balor. He's a beautiful man.
Beautiful man.
Yeah,
He has
very,
beautiful,
very
he has
much.
beautiful eyes.
Very beautiful.
I'm gonna say Adam Cole just because I want to see his dick.
Dirty, sexy.
With a bagel on it.
Yeah, there's bagel on it.
Smear
God
cream
damn it.
cheese on his dick.
Yeah, pepper cream cheese.
God damn it.
Dirty, sexy. I got something for you.
Who's gonna take that? Who's gonna take that 3 spot? That coveted 3 spot. I'm gonna give it to Cien. He's a handsome man.
He's a handsome
God
man.
damn, he's a handsome
He is
dude.
He's a handsome man.
Brian,
He has
Alright.
great hair.
he does.
Yeah, he does. I was gonna say Cien,
Okay.
Sami Zayn,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
and the third
You
one.
like them gingers, huh?
Yeah, because I'm a ginger.
Fair enough.
I can imagine. I can like see all holding hands and stuff. I'd be like, "Oh, cool, Brian's boyfriend."
Just skanking down the fucking street.
And then they're like, "Oh, that's Brian's boyfriend." Yeah, y'all know he's a wrestler, right? And they're like, "Oh, really?" Like, yeah, yeah. He's cool."
And the third
When did
one.
Brian start wearing golf hats.
The third
No,
one.
that's the boyfriend.
God damn it.
Oh.
The
Third
third one.
Brian should totally wear
The third one. I'm gonna go with Marty Scurll.
Marty's girl's a real handsome guy.
Because I would
He is.
he's handsome, and I would love to just hang out with him.
He's
He seems-
hilarious.
Seems like I'd have a great time. With
The
him.
being the elites where he's just singing every episode. He's the funny. Every time they have an episode, there's one thing he does that makes me like fucking lose
Yep.
it.
Yeah.
He's so funny.
I haven't seen the newest one. That being the elite is a kind of honorable mention for me.
Oh, for sure.
Because I never like watched anything like that. And then I saw one episode. I was like, all right, let me go back. So I watched
Yeah.
all of them and caught up. Even to the point where I think there was like 10 episodes that I didn't see recently.
Mhm.
And like one day I was just like vegging out and just kept watching them. So yeah, being the honorable mention. All right, now we got all that stuff out of the way, and we've got our going gay for 2017. We gotta close this out like we usually do, but we're closing it out a little bit differently.
Full year style.
Full year style match of the year for you. Does anybody want to go first?
I'll go first. Since I went last.
All right.
I'm gonna give it to Piper Niven and Tony Storm.
Nice.
That's gonna be my match of the year. Yeah, because it was the first time I'd seen those women wrestle,
Mhm.
and I left being like, "Holy fuck!
Mhm.
If they don't get signed, WWE's fucking up."
Yeah.
And they didn't get signed, so WWE's fucking up. But I followed them on Twitter, on Instagram, if I could find them. I've been kind of keeping up with them, and I've been honestly wanting to watch some Stardom stuff. Like, I've been looking into trying to find some Stardom stuff
It's
because
insane, dude.
of them specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I also wanted to watch. I kind of started watching a little bit of what were we watching? Progress.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I was looking for more Tony Storm, honestly, and Piper Niven's hard to find, honestly. Like, you have to have the
big.
Stardom network to watch her, basically. But yeah, like
We got that Jenny Dahlia Black match though. That was pretty
we
good.
got the Ginny Dahlia Black match. That was a fucking good match.
Yeah.
While I was
Jenny's
looking for
crazy.
Tony Storm, but yeah, and, yeah, that match is. It's just so fucking good, man. It's so fucking good.
Just resonates with you.
Yeah, it stole the fucking show. Stole the it was so
It
fucking
stole
good.
the tournament.
Yeah,
For
it
sure.
honestly did. And it's funny because I remember like going in, I was like, "Who the fuck is this Tony Storm girl?
Mm-hmm.
Why does she have that stupid hat? This girl looks like a fucking idiot." And I was like, quoted me on here,
Mhm.
and I said that. And I fucking by the time I was done with the tournament and I was done with her, I was like, "She's
I
my
want a little hat.
she's my fucking favorite. I want a little hat, and I'm gonna go listen to some fucking Motley Crue." And I did.
You should rewatch.
totally did listen
you
to
should-
Motley Crue.
You should rewatch that parade they did and see how you feel about those wrestlers now that. You,
Oh, for real? Like I think I did. Like I rewatched
Oh, you
it
did?
and I was like, "Oh, she's badass. She sucks. She's badass."
she sucks.
But yeah, like it's just such a fucking good match.
Yeah, I agree.
If you watch any match this year, my recommendation is that one.
Oh, that's a great way to word it.
Mm-hmm. You want me to go next?
I don't
Or do
know.
you have-
What are we doing?
You want to rock paper scissors for it?
If you want.
No,
What?
no, I'll just go first.
Okay.
You're gonna have lasties. Mine is also gonna be from a tournament. Mine is actually gonna be the Tyler Bate and Dunn from the UK tournament.
From January.
Yes.
Wow.
And the reason being is just because I wasn't too hype on it at all. Like, I was just like, I really don't know any UK wrestlers. That's not the scene that I pay attention to. And just seeing Tyler Bates' first match, I was like, man, there's something about this fucking guy, and I can't put my finger on it. It's just, he has it. He just has a natural baby face. And then showing he's just a fucking shitbag heel like everywhere else except here. But it's just like, man, he's such a good babyface, and he's just not trying. You can tell it's not something that he's just like he has to work at. It's just something that comes naturally, and I like that. And then I saw Pete Dunne, and just the first time you see Pete Dunne, you're like, that guy's a shitbag heel. Like, he's such a piece of shit. I know he's gonna fuck something up.
Who did he assault?
Danny Burch.
Danny Burch. Danny Burch should fucking come back from like, hey, motherfucker.
I remember from January.
I remember you, fucker. I got a boy now. And Oney Lorcan just has that fucking one finger up.
Whoa.
Oney Lorcan.
But yeah, when that match actually happened,
I'm gonna need that footage. Honorable mention. William Regal's such a gem, dude.
But just that match, it was just the perfect match for me. It drew me in. Usually there's a lot of matches where I'm just like, let me just check what's going on Twitter or whatever. That one I didn't care. I was just very focused on what they were doing in the ring. The storytelling in that was just awesome. Him attacking Bate coming out like the strong baby face. Just I'm gonna work through this, and then hitting that last Tyler driver and 1, 2, 3, and then just the look on his face after going. He's like, "Is this real? Like, oh my god, did I just win?" So that's my match of the week. That's my match of the year.
Match of the year. So,
What about you, Jose?
mine's gonna be the G1 Finals match between Kenny Omega and Naito. Yeah, just two fucking mega stars laying it all out in the ring. This particular match, while I was watching it, I kept telling myself too, I'm like, this could be a movie. This is insane how much like charisma and star power and the amount of people that are really into it. Just everything about it, from like their first entrances coming to the ring, it felt it felt like Bloodsport. It felt so, like better words, it felt so real, and it felt like it mattered a lot to both of them, and they totally both showed it in the ring. They fucking were firing all cylinders. They took all the stops out. Oh man, and Kenny, I love Kenny. If you want to talk about someone who has really brought like some North American eyes on their product, whether you wanted to look at it as like being a mark or not, he really has brought eyes to that product. In an insane amount of way, and everything he does is good. I don't think I've seen a match in him that I didn't like. But in this particular notion, this was also in the stride of me learning about going back, watching old stuff with Naito, and also watching the newer stuff. And those were on the time where I was like, you know what, I'm actually a little more for this guy. And when I saw that match and I saw him win, and afterwards when he had the trophy and he fake joked that he was going to throw it, because his thing for a while was when he came back to New Japan is everything here is shit. So every belt he had, he would throw it around and treat it like shit. And he jokes out, calm down to everybody, and he won it. And he did his speech, and he said his speech saying that, about 2 years ago I won this, and when I won this, I really wanted it to feel like I deserved it, but it didn't feel like I deserved it. And all of you voted against me to not be in the finals for not to headline Wrestle Kingdom because you didn't think I deserved it. But right now, I know for a fact that I deserve it, whether you agree with it or not, and you're going to agree with it because I'm the true star of New Japan, and you're all going to see at Wrestle Kingdom. And I didn't even understand what he said at the time, but I was like, this is big because everybody's like reacting. And when I saw it like the next day with translation, I was like, oh shit. So that match was amazing, and what it's leading up to is great. And I watched it like 3 times. I watched it with my brother, who knows nothing about either of these. I just put it on, and it was in the living room, and he just kind of watched it with me, and he was like, whoa. I was like, yeah, man, it's pretty crazy over there. So it's my match of the year because so much going into it and so much came out of it. It's so good. Oh, my God. If there's one match I recommend watching within the year, even if you have no prior history of who anybody is, watch that match, and I guarantee you'll leave a fan of both or at least one of those guys. It's amazing.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that about wraps it up. We're going to have one more for the end of the year, but
Are we?
there's one more before the end of the year.
Why?
Just because there is. Unless you just don't want to do it.
Nah, I think this is good.
Okay, so this will be our actual year.
Yeah.
Our year review. So we'll be back fresh for 2018.
When we come back, we should just do an episode about Wrestle Kingdom because that'll be.
Yeah, that's pretty much gonna be what we're gonna have to do.
The
Cool.
first week of January.
I have to get that fucking.
Hey, there's a pay-per-view this weekend.
There is.
No, there's not.
Clash of Champions.
I mean, the only one I'm
Is it Clash of Champions?
the
Yeah.
only, the only
Look
one
at
I'm
that. You
really
don't even. You're like, is it?
The one
It's
that I'm
Roadblock.
really rooting for is Aiden English and Rusev for the tag team.
Really?
It's a 4-way tag team. It's the Usos, the New Day,
Shelton,
Rusev,
yeah.
and
Shelton and Gable.
and Shelton Gable. So Rusev and Aiden English.
Brady, Willie, and Gable.
Reddy, Willian, and Benjamin. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it. We'll see you in 2018. But before we go, just want to let you know. Just go ahead and visit
Have a
our-
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Oh man, I should have brought y'all presents then.
Merry Christmas, Happy New
What?
Year, Happy Holidays. Look, go get him real quick.
I mean, I can.
It's up to him. He works tomorrow early.
If y'all want.
I mean, I don't have to do this on this podcast.
Oh man, they
Um,
they premiered the new Ring of Honor title. Oh, sorry, we're totally doing
All
something
right.
right now.
Well, either way, you know who is
a lot going
sponsoring this episode, and it would be greatly appreciated if you could go there. They also do make amazing stocking stuffers. Go ahead and go to FadeGrips.store.
Fade grips.
That's right, and use our promo code for 20% off. Grimworks, that's capital GRIMMWORKS. Go ahead and use that for 20% off of anything that you order from Fade Grips. They do make amazing stocking stuffers. I always say get the mystery Pro/Go box just because $10 you get 2 pairs of each. The colors are always on point. You can get 4 stocking stuffers for 4 people in your life. All for about $10, and then you get your 20% off. So go ahead, go to FadeGrips.store, use our 20% discount code Grimworks, capital GRIMMWORKS. And I believe that is it for this year. We'll be at you in January. My name is Roman, and to my left I have,
Hey guys, welcome to Signature Maneuver.
and we have,
My name's Jose. Thank you guys for listening.
all right. And Brian, do you want to shout out your podcast, sir?
Yeah, go ahead and listen to Bread Club Gaming, the best video gaming podcast since Last Bread. Last Bread. It's on iTunes and SoundCloud. It's pretty cool. And yeah, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and fuck James Storm.
I love Tyler Bate.
I still haven't seen a Harry Machinery match.
Let's not get into
You don't
it.
have to.
Let's not get into it.
I don't. I don't ever do it.
Thanks for listening, guys. See you in the new year. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, have a Merry Christmas. I love Christmas, and I want y'all to have a good one.
What if they're not Christian?
Then have some happy holidays if you're Jewish specifically. Happy Hanukkah.
Happy Hanukkah.
That's
Oyo kopishka
I believe
maharatoto.
that is.
Oyo
Kwanzaa. I don't know why you're
kopishka
talking to your
maharatoto.
mic. You already disconnected it.
I'm disconnected from the pain. You like Alpha and Omega? It's an old band.
Alpha and Omega. That's gonna be a match.
Watch some wrestling this holiday weekend
Yeah.
season.
I know this.
Break.
When I have my break, I'm just gonna watch pretty much wrestling and Paragon videos. But
Hey,
ladies, dudes,
take it easy.